Hello.
Hello. Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Hi, I'm well, Zadous. How are you?
I'm well. I just want to say
Good.
thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak with me. I am so honored and so grateful. You are such a busy woman out there supporting your company
Absolutely.
and helping
Yeah.
people out there with the coronavirus. So just want to let you know that we appreciate you so much for everything you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very humbling. So I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for even asking me to come on your podcast.
Absolutely. I mean, who's a better candidate to talk on my podcast than you? I mean, come on, you've been in the game for quite some time. You're extremely intelligent. You have your master's degree. You work for one of the best medical device companies out there in the world. You're not just a medical device rep, you're also a natural hair enthusiast. So you have so much to offer. And I think so many women out there that will come across my podcast will definitely love to know who you are and follow you on social media and get to meet you as well.
Yeah, it's all about mobility, right? And mobilizing with other women. So I'm just super excited to even have the opportunity to speak with you, and hopefully we can shed some light and, help other people.
Absolutely. Well, once again, everyone that's out there listening to this podcast as well, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out to listen to Ashley and I. We are both Las Vegas sales reps here, and we like to call ourselves A to Z. So
Yes.
we've definitely we've been friends for about 2 years now, and we've traveled to different countries together as well. Meeting
Yeah.
her has definitely inspired me to travel more. I love the way she travels. They're very organized, and literally, I don't even question or look at anything
Right.
that she sends out. She's like, Z, did you look at itinerary? Oh no, my bad. Because I trust her so much that I don't even look at stuff. I'm like, oh, I know it's good. I don't even need to look at it again. But I just want to say I'm honored and grateful for your friendship. So thank you for
Thank
that.
you. No, thank you.
Yeah. So, you guys, I'm just gonna ask Ashley a few questions. She's very busy, so I'm so honored for this time that she's giving me right now to speak with her. So Ashley, if you could just tell everyone a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do now.
Yeah, sure thing. So, as Z has already introduced me, I'm Ashley. I'm from Georgia. Went to Georgia State University, Zadous, and I think it's so funny that you and I both went to college in the
In
state of
Georgia,
Georgia, right?
right?
But then we didn't know each
And
other.
then
What a
we're in
small world! And
Vegas.
then we're
Look
in
at the
Vegas,
world.
and we met. I know. I always find that connection so funny. But went to Georgia State, and the thing is, I studied broadcast journalism and minored in English, and I decided after 2 years of working post graduation that I would go back to graduate school and obtain my MBA, which has been just a fantastic opportunity for me as well. But from there, I networked. I had a few other jobs in marketing and in telefunding sales for higher education that I did for a few years. And I
Nice.
traveled the country for 2 years, going to different universities and just teaching people how to make money over the phone, right? And
Nice.
how to speak to their alum and encourage them to monetarily get back to their alma mater. So I did that for a couple years, and then I started networking with people who were really affiliated with National Sales Network in Atlanta, and at the time had the largest chapter in the nation. And so Medtronic was actually recruiting from their membership base. And so I was their director of marketing for 2 years. And so it was just such an amazing platform for me to, have served on, because I was able to really network my way within Medtronic. For the first time, Medtronic was starting up an inside sales team for gastroenterology in their minimally invasives division. And they said, we've never done this before. We're going to try this, and we would love for you to be a part of the team. Obviously, after I went through several interviews and that whole process
And we
that
know
you're
you
so
aced
familiar
those.
with.
We
Yeah,
know
and
you aced those interviews.
and
Yeah.
you're like, one of you're the best in the game, right? Because you're breaking it down. You're telling people that there is an actual process, going through the medical device interview process. And I think that's so important, Zadis, that you're highlighting that and you're consulting in this podcast here, because the process is lengthy, right? It can be lengthy. It's not an overnight process, and it's very meticulous and, in a technical process. So going through all that, Medtronic hired me on into their minimally invasive division, and then a year and a half later, they asked me to move to their cardiac division and move out to Las Vegas from Atlanta. So this is how I got here.
Amazing story. I mean,
yeah,
look at
and
your
it's so
life.
funny.
It's amazing.
I'm so grateful, because I never even saw myself in medical device. But the funny thing is that I've never told anybody, my first semester, I was a pre-med student.
Wow.
So but you get intimidated, right? When you go to classes like organic chemistry and stuff like that. But it's funny how things come back full circle. My aunt is a cardiac nurse. My grandfather was a cardiac physician, and so it's very funny that I end up in the cardiac realm. But today I am a cardiac clinical specialist here in Las Vegas for Medtronic, and that really includes our cardiac rhythm heart failure division, more so specifically pacemakers and defibrillators. And so my sole job is to assist electrophysiologists and cardiologists with implanting these cardiac devices, and to help them care for these patients thereafter, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a fun job,
So
that's
it's so funny
how I got here.
You can tell that you're so seasoned and so well spoken, because literally when you guys that are out there listening, when recruiters are asking you, tell me a little bit about yourself, what she just did is how you need to answer that question. Because literally it's a story. You visualize it. I know exactly what you're saying. I feel it.
Right.
It's inspiring. And people out there that are trying to break into this industry, this is how you have to answer questions. This is exactly how you need to present yourself. I mean, Lord knows, I wish I had a company so I could hire her. I mean, come on now, listen to this. No, seriously, this is a really good standard. Like when people are asking, tell me a little bit about yourself, this is how you answer the question. I mean, I don't have to ask any more follow-ups on this, because literally you gave me everything I needed.
Right.
And this is how, it's supposed to be in the field. These doctors, they do not have that much time to talk. So
oh my gosh, you're so right.
Get to the point, and
this
is how
and still create that narrative, right?
Correct.
And still get them to visualize what you're even offering.
Absolutely. I mean, this is great. So literally following into the next question, I don't even have to follow up on that one, because I'm pretty sure everyone understands. If you need to get a medical sales job, you need to answer that question the way you just answered it. And on top of that, literally just get to the point, and you literally you've done that. So like I said, this is amazing that other people are getting the opportunity to listen to how you're answering that question, and on top of that, just how you speak, because this is who you're competing against out there. If you want a job in this medical industry, these are the type of women that are out there, and you have to come like that or don't come at all, because
you're absolutely right.
This is how it's supposed to be. And these women out there that's making this kind of money, they're talking like her. So I just want to let you guys know this is amazing. So Ashley, so thank you for that amazing answer.
Yeah, of course.
Now moving on to my next question, what do you enjoy about being a sales rep?
Oh wow, that question is filled with depth for sure, because at the center of it all is I love helping people, and that's the patient, right? So I love technology, and when you mix the two, technology with the passion of helping people, I think there's really nothing better. So it's just so cool that we're able to see patients come into our cases with these cardiac arrhythmias, right? And we're able to fix those with a cardiac device, and then they live longer. Right. They live healthier. They live happier. I love that. I love the interaction that I have with the physician, because they really see you as an extension of their service, right? They don't see you as a separate rep. That's not how we want to be seen, right? We want to be seen as part of the team.
Right.
We want to be seen as an extension of their practice.
That's a great answer. Absolutely.
Yeah. And we want them to trust us with whatever.
Especially in your field. I mean, you're dealing with literally the most sensitive part of a human's body in the facility. I mean, all jobs out there are important, but I know
Yes,
you're
definitely.
killing. I mean, come on, you're dealing with hearts. So, I mean,
Yeah,
actually, no other part of your body really matters if your heart's not beating,
yeah.
right? So,
And the heart is so complex, right?
yeah,
It's so tricky. And that's the fun in it too. I love, growing up, I loved puzzles. And for me, this job is really a big puzzle that I really
yeah.
have to figure out daily. Figuring out the physiology on top of or underneath the actual technology is really interesting. So the cardiac space has been a lot of fun. GI was fun too, but cardiac is filled with adrenaline plus those interactions with the physicians and the patients.
Yeah,
So
you're
I
dealing
love
with
it.
live situations.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they're pretty intense.
yeah, I mean, most reps are getting, hey, we got a
They're
case
pretty
tomorrow.
intense.
You're more like, oh, we have a complete heart block.
In
Oh
30
God.
minutes. Right,
Oh,
exactly. Can you get here now?
right. Can you like fix their heart right now? Oh,
Come
okay,
now.
great. I sure will try.
Oh my gosh,
So no,
right.
that is so true. Well, that's amazing. Ashley, I know you're busy, and I promised you I didn't want to keep you too long on here.
Oh no,
Can
this has
you
been wonderful.
tell people, what inspired you to be a traveling sales rep, and also tell people how they can find you and what you have to offer for people out there that are looking for traveling and also career things.
Yeah. Well, what inspired me to be, first of all, I think what inspired me to really have this type of position in the medical device realm where it's like adrenaline rush and on the edge of your seat and it's so difficult and it's so complex yet it's so rewarding is that I'm always trying to one up myself, Zadous. It's never a competition with anyone else. So for me, because I'm always trying to one up myself, I'm always looking for the hardest thing, right? I'm always looking for the most challenging thing. And for my particular organization, cardiac is their largest division, $10 billion division. And it started on one device, which is the pacemaker. And so I knew that if I could master that, then I could maneuver my way to wherever I wanted to go.
Wow.
So that's really what inspires me. But I would love for people to keep up with me. Like you said, I do have a travel and food blog, and just an overall lifestyle blog where I publish new blogs every single Monday for More Mondays, and they can subscribe at Lifestyle of More, and More is Moore, so that's Lifestyle of Moore.com. And you guys can definitely follow me on Instagram at Lifestyle of More. And I would absolutely love for you guys to follow me on TripAdvisor too. Zadous, I am a big amateur food critic.
That's right.
I'm such
Yes.
an amateur food critic. So
you guys
I love to post different
she's
reviews
a good
on
cook.
TripAdvisor.
She's a really good cook, and she's probably had every
fun.
restaurant type of food in this world, literally across the country.
I love to cook. So definitely, you guys subscribe to the blog. I would love that, and just enjoy the blog on Instagram. And I look forward to all of the readership.
And you forgot to mention you're a model. Forgot that part.
I
do. You're so pretty. You don't even have time to. I'm a model. I forgot.
I totally forgot. And just so good because he really allowed the opportunity to come at Zadous. I've only been doing it for about 6 months, so I'm very, very new in the modeling world, and I have no idea what I'm doing. But God allowed New York
Very new, but guys, she's almost getting published there.
I know.
6 months in, on her way to get published.
I learned a lot at New York Fashion Week. I was challenged, I was pushed, and so that was amazing. And then also, I'm a natural hair enthusiast. So if you guys like to read, you can go on Amazon, and the book is called The Natural Hair Bible. So would love to read y'all's comments on that too.
Definitely. that she's very inspirational. If a person like myself, I've probably worn maybe weave since I was in college. And now I'm like, you know what? Let me see what my real hair looks like,
Yes,
natural.
You're
definitely an inspiration for me as well. So
thank you, Zadous. I really appreciate you putting together this platform. I think this platform is needed, and I think it's really, really a great resource for people out there. So thank you so much for getting the best of the best together, and it's all about reaching back and helping out other people, and I think that's definitely what this podcast is doing. So thank you.
Well, if I continue to have friends like you in my circle, I feel like I can always be successful. So, I'm grateful for you and your positive energy. So, So, well,
Definitely.
thank you so much for your time, Ashley.
Thank you.
And is there anything that I needed to cover or anything else you would like to say before we hang up? I know that we were pretty quick, but did we leave anything out that you would like to add before we end our call?
Yeah, I think there is one important piece about the medical device world that a lot of people may not know prior to getting in. This particular field is not for the weak, right, Zadous? I mean, would you agree? There are long case days, early mornings, late evenings, training, technology to stay abreast on, account management. And I think it's very, very crucial for anyone who's interested in coming into the field to understand that, this is a high demand type of industry, because you're so valuable, and it's so crucial to be a multitasker, right? To be on your game, to be like the best of the best. Like, you just really have to be on your game and to come with it, right? Because this industry is so rewarding, monetarily and just like relationally and professionally, for your resume and for your overall life experience. But with that, it's a complex field, and I think it's just so much fun to navigate, but you definitely got to come with it. You got to come hard.
That's so true. You have to be a self-motivator for sure.
Yes, that's a great point, Zadous. Yeah, great point.
You have to be a self-motivator because you're literally kind of out there on your own, and the company's trusting you to handle the right thing, because you're the only one behind
you're the local
that program,
representative.
right? You're the only one behind that program when you're in the operating room.
You are the organization. Yeah, you are the logo.
You are. So
you're the only person there.
So true. So true. Well, again, Ashley, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.